Lara Fabian Vocalise. Ascolta la voce. Oh, it's like modern. Okay, it's not a classical one. Ascolta la voce means listen to the voice. So far we've only gotten a breathy name of the song and then some exhalations, aspirations. Building into a hum. Listening to this. It's written for her, clearly. Because it fits perfectly in her sweet spot, and it sounds so easy. When you listen really closely, it's all about those slight little timbral choices, those different colors that she's just trickling into the sound. This is such a slow burn song, but it's so appropriate for Lara Fabian, right? That's like her thing. It's a slow burn, deep, emotional song. It does no words other than she whispers the name of the song at the beginning, which is in fact a command. She's saying ascolta la voce, ascolta being the imperative form of the verb ascolta, ascoltare, which means to listen, right? So listen, you listen to the voice. Let's just try to identify some of these different colors up to this point, because obviously we were about to reach a climax, and I cut you off. That was not unintentional. Ascolta, no, ascolta, right? With her. Listen to the voice. Yop, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Spralos, thank you for the 100 bits. You guys are awesome. Rock. Absolute rock. So we start off with this humming, right? First of all, beautiful way to warm up the voice. Really easy way to use the sound. Now, humming and using V's are literally the easiest way to use to create sound, which is everything she's done in this song so far has been humming. Easy on the voice. Starting everything with a va. Easy vowels on the voice. That's not unintentional, right? One might say, oh, those are the easiest. Why is she doing it? Because we get to hear the actual most released, most lovely version of her sound after that. So if you're looking at it purely from a technical perspective, this is not an exercise meant to stretch the voice. It's an exercise meant to place the voice in the most ideal circumstances for timbre. She's smart, that's why. Yeah, exactly. Humming is almost like a massage for the voice. Professor X. So up until now, we hear that sultry lower portion of her timbre that we get so often when in other songs, when she has to do large phrases that go from the bottom of a range to the top. It's a lot. You hear those kind of grinds from the bottom, that chest voice grit from the bottom, and that's kind of what she is utilizing to the nth degree in this first part of the song. Using those to manufacture the perfect onset every time. That's what a v does. A V. You sing through the consonant and it balances out the pressure on the vocals. The pianist is Igor Krutoy, the composer. So obviously he's having fun. Now we go up into a little more of a mixed timbre. Still get that lovely Lara Fabian sultry sound. Deep, colorful, passionate. She's opening up her vowels more verticality, more depth of timbre now. She's opening up. She's exploring. This is literally, we get to look in on her own exploration of the voice and timbre, and I guarantee that every single time she sings this, it's going to be different because she is so in touch with her sound, and because of how the song is set with the V's and the hums, she's able to really just dive in on the most atomic form of what it means to sing. Like, what is that experience of the timbre? And then she goes up and opens up in that glorious high note. Notice what she's doing with her hands. It's a very singer thing to take whatever tension is in the body and bring it into the external things. You know, you'll do it in the feet. You'll feel that tension going into the floor, which then will manifest itself literally by just spreading it out across your whole body. Or you'll bring it into your fingers, you know. So releasing that tension here and bringing it all the way down your arm into your fingers. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but if you are ever feeling tense in your throat or neck or back, anything in your abdominal area, you can actually imagine that tension creeping out through your extremities, and it really works when you visualize it. That's a thing in the school of movement known as Alexander technique. Full sense.
Senti la voce, ascolta la voce.
Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go back, obviously. It feels like she's making a statement. Yeah, I mean, when you're given a music as a singer that has no words to it, and that can be in a solo piece or an ensemble piece, whatever. A lot of ensemble pieces have no words. You always want to assign a meaning to it, right? I guarantee that Lara has an idea of a story that she's telling in her head with this music. Like, even though there's no text that she's singing, there is a text, what we would call subtext, going on. And we're trained in schools, or at least singers are. You know, I don't know what her schooling is or whatever, but even in just like private coachings and lessons, you're taught to create a subtext for yourself. That is the most identifiable part of the music, right? Subtext, the opposite of hypertext. Very good. Yeah. It's really fascinating. Now I want to talk a little bit about the compositorial aspect of this last section. Does anyone know what this instrument is? I think it's a folk instrument. It's not a classical standard piece. What is that? Some sort of pan flute. Some sort of, I don't even know. Some sort of Eastern instrument. It's is that really a recorder? Maybe it's like a bass recorder. Yeah, it's some sort of woodwind, of course. It's a reed? Guys, we got all these different opinions. I think maybe it's a bass recorder. But it's almost like she's mimicking the sound of the instrument. Intentionally, right? This part, we go through several different instruments that she likens her voice to. And she, you can say that in how she changes her timbre in these different... It's a triangle. Regardless, hear how she changes her voice to accommodate for these different instruments we get at the end. So this bass recorder, whatever it is, comes in. I agree, Cosmic.
Ascolta la voce. La senti la voce.
Absolutely, Nati.
Ascolta la voce.
Well, Nati, visualizing the sound, visualizing your singing is one of the biggest parts of, becoming a effective performer, right? Maybe visualizing it to you, you don't feel like the audience can tell, but it changes how you sing when you visualize what you're singing in a creative way. It's a xaphoon, Xaphoon. So she's singing with a xaphoon right now. And did you hear, okay, I'm going to go back. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but can you hear how when she starts this phrase, it's almost in like that same exact timbre? Is that an alien from Star Wars?
Ascolta la voce. La senti la voce. Ascolta la voce.
It was almost hard to differentiate the voice from the instrument when she did that onset right there. It was so smooth, so clean. The timbre was so similar. That's the virtuosity of the singer for this piece. That's the virtuosity that Lara is exhibiting here, is that ability to work within the orchestration, play around with the voice within the orchestration to create this deeper experience, deeper sonic experience. Pauline, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. This piece shows how much music is a matter of taste. There are no lyrics to hang on to. The color of the voice always gets me. Color of Lara's voice always gets me, and I know that's totally personal. Yeah, it is totally personal. Whoever the singer is, it's totally personal. And that's great. That's cool. It's music, guys. It's just art. Now she takes that mode of singing and amps it up. She takes the way she was singing with this instrument and amps it to kind of separate her voice a little more. I wonder what these images are. See, now these images, this is part of the production now. The production staff is as much a part of this artistic experience as the musicians. Now there's a story being told behind, and I wish we could see the whole thing. But that's clearly a very tragic scene that's being depicted. Mademoiselle Zhivago. So I just looked up the song earlier, right? And I came up Mademoiselle Zhivago. I don't know what that's from. I know Dr. Zhivago is a play. But all right, Horror Cole. Downer. So this song was clearly written for her, right? Because whether it's, I don't know if it's a viola or a violin at the end that's playing along with her, taking the place of that wind instrument, but it's like the perfect instrumental mirror to her voice. It was a feature film made a long time ago to go with the release of this album. Yeah, I see it now. It's an album she wrote, and it's a film, and she was in the film. I see now. So this is the theme. Listen to how that, I think it's a viola. she starts to sing like a string instrument, right? She starts to sing like she's bowing her air, right? That's the depth of artistry that we're experiencing here, that she is sharing with us in this performance. Listen to when that viola comes in. That's still the... You hear how it changes, How does it change now, right? I guess it's a violin. Bowed. Listen to the voice. Very nice. Aaron, only 5K? Only 5K. That's it? I think I've sung almost like every Mozart aria in my repertoire at this point. Listening to this reminds me of like an old Italian song, pop song that was written to sound like English but was nonsense. Maybe. I mean, it's interesting. So, music is art, right? Doesn't matter who's singing. You can enjoy the music as it is. Or you can enjoy the singer for what the singer does. But at the end of the day, like we were talking about earlier, you know, putting yourself into a box of an identity, whether that's, you know, I am an X fan, or I am a fan of this, and I am a fan of this, whatever. It's an act of self-preservation. You are no better or worse as a person because of the music you like, right? Defining yourself as something specific is not going to help or harm you in achieving your goals, right? And it's not a claim on how you are as a human being. There have a lot of, you know, since starting these streams and uploading stuff on YouTube and this kind of thing, there's a lot of questions that have come up that I've tried to answer for myself. And one of them is that idea of identity, you know, that idea of fan identity. So many people kind of assign their life meaning through the type of music they listen to, the type of music they perform, the type of music they enjoy, the artists they enjoy. Is it helpful or hurtful? I don't know. But it's my belief that it doesn't help you or hurt you in the long run, right? Hey, you're still here. I hope you enjoyed that look into what we do on Twitch to celebrate great singers. You know, I owe you a huge thank you for being a part of this awesome community and letting me share my love of singing with you guys. The growth on this channel has been absolutely immense, and while I can't read every single comment requesting reactions, here's what you can do to get your favorite songs featured on the channel. You've got 3 options. One is to join the Twitch stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. When you've logged into Twitch and are watching the live stream, you can type !react, followed by the URL of your requested video. This adds your song to the queue that we work through during live streams. Alternatively, if you're really in a rush to get me to react to your song, you can head to my tipping page in the description down below and request a song with a tip of $4 or more to get it seen ahead of all the non-tipped requests. Don't worry, I make sure that every dollar gets put towards improving the channel's content and the community. The third way to get your request up on the channel is to join my Patreon. A patron of any tier level can request a song and get it reacted to that month, guaranteed. There are tons of other fun perks too, so I hope you check it out anyway. Thanks for watching. I hope you feel closer to the human voice and the artists you love, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Ciao. Tip turquoise.
You. Are you so cute? Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so cool.